Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope that our weekend is off to a great start. It is your girl K Moore Unfiltered back with more than pop. And I know that my content yesterday was a tad bit heavy, speaking on the world of politics and what's going on. But we are going to switch gears to something a little bit lighthearted. But I will say this. I do find that there is a connection between what's going on in the world of politics and trying to silence journalists, and all of this jazz with the First Amendment and freedom of press and all of this, and what's going on with online commentators, specifically this bitch. Y'all, this cracked me up. So the Black Regina George says, "Oh, MiLIEgross, are you scared?" And this is what the post says. "Who knows what a court will decide? All I know is there's nothing of relevance to discuss. Also, granted or not, me nor other particular party should be mentioned online in raps, interviews, etc. in any way. There's no planet where it will make sense, and if everyone can't speak to their experience, then no one should. Can't have it both ways." Y'all, and I haven't said these two words in a very long time, but this is what I be talking about when I be talking about weaponized ignorance and weaponized stupidity. Because now that your ass is in a heap of shit, now you understand to keep your mouth shut. Now you understand that you don't want nobody talking about your business. Now all of a sudden you realize that should nobody be saying your name if they are not directly a part of whatever it is that you're going through. Like, this is so laughable to me that when you are in a heap of shit, you completely understand keeping your fucking mouth shut. But when it was Megan for the last 5 years and she gave you opportunity after opportunity, you still wanted to run your mouth. You still wanted to be a part of the hate and the smear campaign. Like, people like this honestly and truly make me sick to my stomach, because they will do anything and everything in their power to make somebody else feel small, to bully somebody, to get ahead or get over on somebody. But all of a sudden, when it's them and they're facing backlash, all of a sudden it's respect my privacy. All of a sudden it's keep my name out your mouth. No, bitch, you didn't keep. Let me stay professional. Hold on, y'all, because hold on. Got to remember that I'm a journalist. But no, I think that this is just laughable on so many levels. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Just people like this really make me sick to my stomach, because and what this proves is she knew exactly what she was doing all along. She knew exactly what she was doing for the last 5 years. Now you want to say, should nobody be mentioning my name in raps and interviews? Megan has never mentioned your name. Megan has never even talked about you. And if I go back now I will say, I do now realize that the first verse in NDA, those first few bars, was probably definitely about MiLIEgross. But you are trying to now spin a new narrative like somebody has been talking about you when nobody has ever talked about you. And like I said, the connection that I'm seeing between what's going on in politics and the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of press, and what I'm seeing with online commentators, it's not a fully fleshed out thought yet. It's not a fleshed out thought yet, but I'm seeing a connection just between what's going on. And like I said, we need to wake up and realize that the First Amendment right will only go in your favor when you're spewing hate to a certain group of people, a certain person, when you were trying to partake in smear campaigns. But oh, please don't try to be on the right side of history. Don't try to fight the good fight, because then the First Amendment is not for you. Like I said, hold on, let me go back and read some of these comments. So I just kind of skimmed through the thread real quick. They are definitely eating her up in the thread. But like I said, I just think it's so funny that people, and let me just stick to the topic at hand. like I said, it's just laughable at this point how you can spend weaponized stupidity and weaponized ignorance. You spent 5 years talking about this woman. She didn't say nothing to you. She may have sent a little sneak diss in her music, but Megan was not on the socials talking about you, was not saying your name, but you spent the better part of 5 years participating in a smear campaign. And like I said earlier, now that she is in a heap of shit, all of a sudden she wants peace. All of a sudden she wants privacy. All of a sudden she don't want her name to be mentioned. No, 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 no. That is not how the world works. You don't get to put negative actions into the atmosphere and then expect positive consequences to come back. Child, let me go ahead and wrap up because listen, I feel myself getting off on a tangent. That is more that I have to say on More Than Pop, and I will see y'all next time.